how's it going? I have another video today. A little bit of a psychology video. It's a little bit different than what we've been rolling with. It was just Thanksgiving break, so I've back at my house, not at school. Um, and today's video is about distractions. Now, you might say, okay, but there's distractions everywhere you are. Yes, that is true, but a lot of the distractions are things that you purposely put yourself into. So you got to think, if I want to make it trading, what am I doing right now that could affect that trajectory in the future? You know what I mean? I made this analogy in the past. If you're in a frat and you are trying to start day trading, but you live in a frat house, how do you expect to be able to focus at 9:30 market open and be attentive and you know get in and get out? I mean, you could, don't get me wrong, like you could, but it's definitely hard. um Distractions are everywhere around college. Like, if you're not in college yet, or if you are, you know that testament is true. um you're going to be surrounded by lust, you're going to be surrounded by greed, and you're going to be surrounded by people that frankly you don't like. There's a lot of people that I am forced to be around day in and day out that I don't necessarily like, but I have to because I live on campus, you know? So whether I like it or not, I have to deal with it. But moving forward, next year I will be living back at home. So it will just be me. I will be pushing out more content, and I could kind of be locking in on this a little bit more than I am now. So the importance of distractions is understand who you're surrounding yourself with. Like, if you surround yourself by shitty people, you're going to be a shitty person. And if you say, oh no, the people you surround yourself with don't always affect you, okay, even if they don't always affect you, you're still in that environment. If you are married to a woman who has a bunch of friends who go out and party and do drugs on the weekends, you probably wouldn't want your wife going out with those girls, right? Same thing applies to a husband. If you're a married woman and you have a husband who goes out and hangs out with dudes who negatively influence him and make him go places that he doesn't want to go to and do things that he probably shouldn't be doing that undermine your relationship, you probably wouldn't want your husband to be doing that. You got to look at that as a human being, you know? Like, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you know you're not going to succeed. Why would you do that to yourself? You know, you got to be a little bit selfish about your future. You need to be crazy about what you think you can achieve. If you really want something, you're going to do whatever it takes to eliminate those distractions. I unadded a lot of people on my social media platforms, not because I don't like them anymore. It's just I just feel like I'm going to continue down the same path where I'm not going to make any progress, you know? And you might say, oh, that's fake. You're cutting off your day ones. Okay, but realistically, you need to understand that when you grow as a human being, there are people that are going to leave your circle. I'm not saying you need to cut off all your friends right now and go 100% in on this. I mean, if you do that, more power to you. But you need to understand that, like, certain people are holding you back from who you think you can become, you know? Family's a big one. A lot of people say their family doesn't support this, and I understand. Like, it's kind of hard to explain to your mom, your dad, your uncle, brother, your sister, your aunt, like, yeah, I look at ticks on a screen and I make money off of it. Okay, surface level that looks super easy, but it's really not. There's extreme amount of character development, psychological development, so much shit that has to go into it, you know? And you're going to have people that are going to doubt you. You're going to have people that are going to say what you're doing is fucking crazy. It doesn't make any sense, but you got to know what you're worth. I made an entire video talking about self-worth. This goes hand in hand with putting yourself in a good environment, you know? Why do you think so many people move to Miami? Why do you think so many people move to Puerto Rico after they make it as a day trader? Because they're surrounding themselves with people that are just as obsessed with it as you are. I made another TikTok video talking about the importance of finding a trading group. And I genuinely believe that, because when you have a group of people that want this shit as much as you do, you are apt to, follow good habits because it's friendly competition. So go out and find a group of people that are going to push you to become the best version of yourself. You see that Andrew Tate shit where he talks about, oh, his war room or whatever the fuck it is? Okay, you might say it's corny, but it's the truth. He's surrounding himself by people who are going to push him to be the best man he can be. When you're surrounding yourself with good energy, good people, good vibes, you are bound to succeed. There are people that I know personally that I have to be near, not by choice, but I have to. And when I'm near them, I feel more negative. I feel more negative. They bring this energy upon you, and you just can't control it because you can't control what other people do. You can try and help them, but at the end of the day, you're not them. So they're going to act however the fuck they want, especially when they're around you. And them acting that way can affect you in ways that you might not like. So what do? You get the fuck away from them. That's it. That's all you have to do. You just stay the fuck away. So it's kind of hard to, you know, succeed and do this shit as a trader if you're just surrounding yourself by shitty people. It's hard to close circles and narrow your friend groups and cut off people, but like, if you really want this shit, you're gonna make those sacrifices. You don't have to make all of them. Like, you don't want to get cut off your best friends or people you grew up with, but say there's a group of kids that ask you to fucking smoke or drink every weekend and you just feel like you should because that's what you've done for so long. You need to be self-aware that that isn't beneficial for your future. You think smoking and drinking and then trying to trade the next day is going to help? No, the fuck it's not. You're just being stubborn. It's not going to help. You have to change the trajectory of your future, and the only way of doing that is by surrounding yourself by good people, surrounding yourself by good energy, good mojo, because that will propel you. It won't hold you back. So, biggest takeaway: surround yourself with good people, have the power to, to know what is best for you, and three, know your self-worth, right? Like, you got to understand that this shit isn't going to come fast. But if you stay consistent and do these other two things where you're surrounding yourself with good people, you're going to succeed. It's going to take a while, and it doesn't happen naturally, and it doesn't happen fast. It happens over time. Consistency. You have to compound your wins, your losses over time. You'll see this little bit of growth. So just keep doing the shit you're supposed to be doing. I've said that line like fucking thousands of times, but it's the truth. So surround yourself with good people. That's the best thing you could do for yourself. I'll be back at it again tomorrow on Monday. Monday, I believe we have CPI news, so it should be a good trading day. Yeah, it is what it is, man. We keep rolling. That's all. I'll see you guys in the next one.